Hey, what is up guys? Epic Pokemon TCG here, and today guys I've got a deck profile for you, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at a deck that I really wanted to build when I first started seeing all the Sun and Moon cards, and that is going to be a Tauros Decidueye deck. Now the list will be down in the description below, so go check that out. I for some reason just never got around to building this deck, even though I really wanted to, and so yeah, I decided just to honestly just throw it together. I got all my stuff and got on this bad table here, and I just built it. So, we got 3 Tauros GX. This is actually a really cool card. It has Rage for 20 and then 10 more for each damage counter on Tauros. And then it has Horn Attack for 60 and then the amazing Mad Bull GX. 30 times the amount of damage counters on Tauros. Very, very awesome. This card is pretty much a if you attack me, you pay for it type thing. I originally wanted to run a Bursting Balloon, like 4 of them in here. Just the last minute, I was like, okay, Fighting Fury Belt just kind of seems like a better route to go, and so I just decided on that. Probably noticed I only run 3. That's because I also swapped out the 4th one for a Lugia EX, just to have something to kind of deal with Giratina if I do come across it and my chair keeps squeaking. I'm really trying to sit still so it doesn't squeak, but it's not working. But it has Arrow Ball, and I'm not going to commit to DCE unless the situation calls for it to Lugia, so this is going to be all about Arrow Ball. This is basically Mewtwo EX's X-Ball, 20 times the amount of energy attached to both Pokemon. So you kind of see the strategy here, just a couple Pokemon that can hit pretty quick, and Tauros is just a big gigantic tank that can take a lot of damage, and then of course Decidueye, which we play a 3/3/3 line of, can just kind of make the damage a little higher. Decidueye has Feather Arrow. Once during your turn before you attack, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. 2 damage counters doesn't sound like a lot, but in all honesty, whenever you start getting multiples of them out and you're able to just do it every single turn, it just becomes really cool. Along with that, Lugia and Tauros do a ton of damage by themselves, so the strategy is kind of there. Just a cool little fun deck that I've always wanted to build. And then to finalize the Pokemon, we have 2 Shaymin just for setup. This will allow you to just kind of draw some extra cards and have a little more consistency in your deck. So, yeah, really the strategy, you just attack with Tauros and Lugia and use Decidueye to put some extra damage counters out. Just about it. For the supporters, we have 4 Sycamore. Don't really need to go too much into this card. We also have 3 in, 1 Lillie. That's what I'm comfortable with personally. I just like the Lillie. For some reason, this card just... I just enjoy playing it. And then, of course, the 3 in. Don't need to go over that too much. Just some extra draw supporters. 2 Lysandre just to pick off some stuff. Maybe you're sitting there setting up some damage on a Pokemon and your opponent maybe retreated or something like that. You can just bring it up off the bench. And then probably the most important supporter in this deck, honestly, is Pokemon Ranger. I only run 4 DCE in this deck just because... Wait, what is my TV doing? But anyway. I only run 4 DCE, so I don't want to auto-lose to Giratina. I also run a couple Enhanced Hammers to try to help out with that because Giratina's attack just completely screws this deck up, and I've experienced that personally playing Tauros in the past. So that's why the Pokemon Ranger is so clutch and so important in here. Next up, we have 4 Forest of Giant Plants. This is going to be the way that you're able to get Decidueye out immediately, because this literally allows you to go, oh, Rowlett, Dartrix, and then Decidueye like that. So that's why that's in there. Plus it gives you a counter stadium on top of that, and it's just all around a good card. To go along with the theme of the supporters, we of course have 4 VS Seekers, so that way you can keep reusing your supporters and keep playing Pokemon Ranger. You can end multiple times and play Sycamore multiple times. Next up, we have 4 Ultra Ball and 4 Level Ball. This will just allow you to open with Level Ball just so you can get your Decidueye line out quicker. Whenever I play Decidueye, I found that I really enjoy playing 4 Level Ball. It's just what I'm comfortable playing. And then, of course, the Ultra Ball can allow you to grab anything, including your Shaymin, Tauros, Decidueye, and Lugia. Also, you can get a... Like, if you're late in the game and you just know that you don't need certain cards anymore, it'll help you get rid of those too. Next up, we have 3 Fighting Fury Belt, and then we have 3 Floatstone. If you want to go 2 Floatstone, 1 switching card, that's definitely an option, but I just decided to go with a 3/3 split. I was originally going to go 2 Floatstone with 4 Bursting Balloon and an Escape Rope, but I just decided to go with this. I felt like this would be a little bit better. Decidueye having a float stone is so handy, just because a lot of times, especially when I've played Decidueye, people will just Lysandre up to Decidueye and then start trying to pick it off and hoping that you commit a DCE to it just to discard it. So float stone definitely helps out there. And then of course Fighting Fury Belt, that will turn these two into big gigantic monsters with 200 plus HP, which is absolutely insane. And then you can hit a little harder with them individually. And so along with like, let's say you have one Decidueye out, basically you're getting an extra 40 HP, and then on top of that you're also getting 30 extra damage per turn, which is really cool. Whoa. Ooh, you two need to be over here. Next up we have 3 Trainer's Mail. This will just allow you to hopefully fetch out some cards that you might need, just to increase the consistency a little bit. And plus, with the higher ball card count, you have a higher chance of hitting stuff like Level Ball and such, just to help you get your Decidueye set up a little quicker. And then you also have the possibility of hitting supporters. 2, Enhanced Hammer. This is specifically 100% for Giratina. That was one of the cards. This was actually like one of the cards I grabbed first when I was getting all the stuff ready for this deck. And so Giratina's attack just shuts you down completely, and I just didn't want to auto lose to that. So if I could start, you know, discarding those double dragon energies, that's just fantastic. And then of course I have Pokemon Ranger, and you know, you can also use this in other matchups too. You can get rid of DCEs and such. Like if they get one good attack off on you, you can, you know, Enhanced Hammer off and start using Decidueye and attacking with Rage and such. It's pretty good. It kind of seems counterintuitive to be discarding energy off of Pokemon whenever Lugia literally needs energy to do more damage, and then you need to be attacked for Tauros to do, you know, extra damage. But it's cool. It's fun. And a lot of this stuff, the reason why I just kind of threw this together and I didn't really play much with it, I just drew a couple hands and just started filming, is because I got some experience from playing my Tauros Garbodor deck, and then of course I've been playing multiple Decidueye decks, just trying them out, and so I was like, okay, I'm going to take the best of both worlds and throw them into one. And so if there's any errors in this deck, or if there's anything I missed, something like that, that's probably why, because I just literally threw this deck together in like 5 minutes. Next up we have 2 special charges. This is just so you can shuffle these back in, and you know, you don't have to worry about whenever one goes down, or if like something happens, you can just get multiples back. And then to round out the deck, we have 1 Super Rod. I felt like, why not run a Super Rod just to get your stuff back? Like maybe Lugia is like the attacker that you absolutely need in a certain matchup, or if you lose a Decidueye line or something like that, why not? But yeah, I honestly just threw this deck together, and this is a list that I've been thinking about and kind of going over in my head for a while. And this is what I came up with. This is definitely very changeable, and it seems like it'll be fun. I'm going to play it some more this Saturday, and if I do make any adjustments to it or I make any changes, then I'll definitely comment them down below, just so you guys get an idea of what I'm kind of working with. But yeah, the next video going up should be my 1000th video. I've been working on that for the past few weeks, getting all that ready. And so if you guys are seeing this, make sure to head to my channel, go check out my 1000th video. I would really appreciate the support there, because I've invested a lot of hours into that video. So yes, thank you guys all so much for the amazing support. I've been getting some recent subs lately, and the continued, just all the support is just absolutely awesome. I really appreciate you guys. So I'm going to go now. Take care. I love you, and I'll be back with another video soon. This is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out. Take care, guys.